Slop it up.
Anyways, we're back with a Marvel Rivals game of the week. Assumption versus Paul Smith here. Should be a good series. As we get into the game, we're just waiting for something right now. So, what can we do while we wait? A great many things. So, let's view careers. Anyway, but nice big gold rank increase from last week. Some gold, plat, and a diamond. Let's go down the line. Look at Frankie's match history. So, let's go to competitive. Let's go to, do we have actual, like, is this all the stats I get from this thing? Comp. Time delayed. Oh, you just do it, you just math out yourself. Okay. Well, let's see Frankie's monthly character. That will be Frost here. We have 25 matches played, 10 wins. That's tough. You usually want to have more, at least half of your matches played be wins. You know, generally is a good place to start. Next highest, 2 and 8, not much better. 2 and 4, that's 50. 2 and 50. That's a positive one. And now we're kind of in the scrap characters, so we'll go to next person. Let's see. We go to comp. Click on the character. Comp. 7 hours. Click it. Ooh, really don't want to see that. That's 17. That's not. You know, you definitely want some more wins there. That's a negative win right there. That's a positive win.
Can you go out to the coach section because they're being a real dick about it? What are they doing? Because they're like, you know, can you just be like on the coach section so you can't see our side? We're on a 5-minute delay. You can't even see it anyways. They're not trying to explain that to them. They're like, well, we just really don't want to have that issue. I'm like.
Sorry about that. Just had to fix something real quick. Let's go back to viewing some win rates. And we're gone. But, you know, in case you were wondering, though, that is the most played characters with negative win rates. So, you know, do better. In Cliff Notes. Alright. And once again, disclaimer. Yeah, I don't play this game. So, we'll do the best we can. And this time I believe I will only have the perspective of our team. Contrary to last time where I did have both perspectives. Because per ECAC rules, I had to switch for some reason, which I'm not entirely sure of. But it's acceptable. Anyway, let's go over these bans. As Assumption is going to ban out the Deadpool. And then it looks like Paul Smith is going to ban out Jeff. Pretty good ban for Paul Smith there. We have a pretty good Jeff. Had a lot of very good alt plays by the Jeff last night. So definitely not a surprising ban to see there. some safe picks. We have reserved the Hawkeye, and we have opted to ban out the Moon Knight. They opted to save Magneto, ban out a Gambit, another support pick that we are able to, that we have used before.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
And we're getting through the ban phase soon here. Save the Loki, ban that Star-Lord out. The Marvel Rivals ban selection phase seems to be just taking forever as usual. But it looks like we're opting based on hovers for a comp. We got Groot, Emma Frost, Hawkeye, Loki. I can't tell what that skin is. Actually, that's not even a skin. That's actually, who is this skin right there?
Before you attack, get ready.
Based on who I know he plays, I'm gonna.
Love you, Danny.
And I can read your thoughts.
I'll see you Monday.
Wow, that is annoying. I'm looking at the controls for this thing, dude, and it's because technically the enemy team, whose perspectives I can't access, is you use spectator keys of F1 through F6. I have to use F7 through F12 for ours. It's just miserable. Anyways, back into the business here. Towards the point. Oh, that's definitely Invisible Woman, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's Invisible Woman. And we are in, while up from the Groot, is not able to actually get the pick he wants there. Meanwhile, the Hawkeye of Paul Smith will pick out our Loki. On the back foot, as the Hawkeye picks up another kill onto the Hawkeye of our own, isolates the Groot with the walls, but does not have the DPS to finish off anything there. Captain America in our tank's face, but he's really just getting super healed by and pocketed here, and they're unable to make much headway with killing this. But our assumption is gonna have to back out a little bit. As another pick from the Captain America, but we would probably pick up our own onto the rocket. Big Uda Snow ultimate from Paul Smith, who's able to delay a lot of progress here. But sometimes responded with 2 picks of their own and ultimates of their own, and they were able to push Paul Smith off this point here pretty quickly. And the first real cap progress is going to be in the favor of Assumption. Looking carefully, aiming his clones.
Time to vanish.
Shots going out. Big damage on the Groot, but not able to confirm anything off this. I'm just going to have to retreat as Assumption's pushed off their point control here a little bit. Ultimate out for Cloak and Dagger there. Oh, that's actually probably not the whole time. 3 picks for Assumption there, as they're just able to completely rinsed the Paul Smith team off this point.
They've almost got it.
My assumption is might take a quick cap here.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Ultimate's going out. Hawkeye finds one. Trying to catch the Spider-Man, who's just. But they're going to get him in the end. And as overtime ticks down, we are going to get that first cap percentage in our favor.
Be strong together.
I said.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I said. On the ground.
Perhaps you should write a ballad about me.
My audience isn't really into moody songs about guys who wear homes.
And Assumption going into this next fight will have ultimates in the hands already up of Loki, while the
Starts in 5,
decent percentage on the Cloak and Dagger.
2,
No, that is Invisible Woman.
capture the mission
I'm
area.
tripping.
Got it?
Invisible Woman,
I need to sit down.
Emma Frost, and the Groot.
Render me assistance. The more the
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
Shot's going out for the Hawkeye. See if he can pick up a kill on anyone. But he's just unable to get anything there. In the air.
A nice deep swing.
Groot just boxing out, trying to get some wall ISOs on the members of Paul Smith here. But he's going to get a little stunned, and he's going to fall maybe. But Cloak and Dagger ultimate off the Loki to get some point control here. And Assumption finds one onto the Scarlet Witch. They respond with some ultimates of their own. See the Storm and Snow ultimate there. And they're at the Assumption is going to kind of get pieced up a little bit, and they're going to have to retreat.
You're too loud. We got company. Just what the doctor ordered.
He's a good chip onto the Groot. He's just going to get healed up. Hawkeye engaged in battle with the Spider-Man.
That came in handy.
Or not, I'm not Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch. My bad. But meanwhile, Assumption finds one more, and they have a two-man lead here. Doing a good job of just pummeling those after images as Assumption gets a quick point control here, and we'll try to extend this further.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
He finds one off of Groot ISO. But they're ultimately just going to spawn one back with one of their own. %76% and rising. currently a 5v5 on this point.
I was worried.
Ultimate's up for 2 of Assumption members.
I am ready
And
to put on a show.
the Snow is going to use it.
It's okay. Admit it. You need me.
Pretty good success here as we find 2 more picks off the back of Ultimate. Cloak and Dagger Ultimate off the Loki is pretty big here. Wow, Assumption just continues to pummel out Paul Smith here. Storm Ultimate is big though. 2 of the 2 Assumption members might be falling here as they're unable to actually confirm this overtime countdown. And they're going to have to back out and regroup.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Anyway, Assumption trying to get back control of this point. See if they're able to do that. Misses the ISO Groot wall there, but is still out there pummeling, trying to get, you know, some good positioning. But he's dropping low. Cloak and Dagger ultimate is gonna have to come in and maybe try and bail him out here. Scarlet Witch ultimate from Paul Smith could be huge. Picks up 2 off Assumptions. But Hawkeye ultimate is live. If I can find it, and I cannot before he dies himself. Assumption down 2-5 on this point. This could be the turning point for Paul Smith here, as Assumption is losing this fight as the overtime, or as they close in on that 99%. Overtime ticking down though. Assumption needs to either stay on here and regroup or figure it out. Loki ultimate is up. Gonna pop at that Snow ultimate. Very good in this case. Finds 1 here. Assumption is racing back to this point. Scarlet Witch ultimate finds 1 on the Loki. It's just a Snow ultimate this time for the actual Snow instead of the Loki. But it's a fall at some point too. It's just overtime taking out constantly. 3 picks for Paul Smith is brutal for Assumption to see here. It's really just the 2 tanks of Assumption. And they just don't have any access to healing right now. But I find 1. Overtime is ticking down. And that's going to be that. It's going to be 1-1 going into this overtime.
Oh my god.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Luna Snow! I know all of your songs. It's always an honor to be a fan. Oba-chan loved to play them on the oldies station for me. Wow. For a girl with ice powers, I suddenly feel pretty uncool. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
And Assumption is going back to his point. This one will decide the series for them. Or, sorry, not this series. This, like, first element of their series. Struggling with the hitboxes on these walls. Cannot manage to pick up the ISOs here. Scarlet Witch finds a pick onto one of the healers. Cloak and Dagger going down. Assumption almost able to fire back with 1, and they are in the end. But they do cede that early point control to do so. finds a long range snipe there. Storm ultimate though is coming out onto Assumption, and they're gonna have to deal with that, which they are able to without losing any single man there.
I am ready to put on a show.
Ultimate up soon. Oh, gets the pick on that. But portal in from the other side. Somebody's gonna have to react to this immediately though. Scarlet gets the ultimate though, and they are not in a great position, losing their primary DPS on this. However, ultimate's out from both Groot and the Penny Parker, but they're all gonna get blown up by the Scarlet Witch ultimate. And Assumption's gonna wait to regroup. 3 ultimates up for them. See how they use them. I predicted pretty much immediate ultimate from this. Hawkeye. I think he can hold on to it for a little bit now. There it goes. Also ultimate out from that cloak and dagger. Or invisible one, I think actually. Don't ignore what I said. Listen, it looks. No, that was cloak and dagger. I lied. I was for the first time. Ha ha ha. I used to get away out of the ultimate from Magneto and finds a pig, and I'm just gonna be able to get control of this point now. Puncher setting up that turret, so we're just suppressing fire down on the Ultimate team. Doing the Lord's work here. Ultimate out on Puncher ultimate going out, see if he can get a pick with it. But I don't know exactly what's happening here. But a lot of VFX effects in my face. But it looked like it was pretty well for Assumption. They're able to maintain control off the back of 2 ultimates. That's another turret on Overwatch. Just suppressing firings. Ultimate team. Finds 2 more picks. And just area denial with his Penny ultimate. And that will be the first round 1 for Assumption. Take a look at those scoreboards. Big damage numbers coming out of the Hawkeye here for Assumption. Other than that, 17k across the board for both tanks and secondary DPS on the Punisher. Good healing numbers as well, 21k, 19k. Pretty solid all around, you know, because we've won. And let's exit the spectating real quick. as we wait for the next game, we're gonna do some more review. So, going back to Spuddy Bite, that's barely positive. We'll take that one. It's a positive game win rate. Not a positive. Oh wait, no, sorry. This is not for. Let me go comp again. Not positive. Positive. Neutral. 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 I don't know how this works. Doesn't count as a match played. And next up. Very positive. Very negative. Positive. Very positive. Very negative. Neutral. Neutral. Positive. Negative. Positive. Negative. 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 Positive. Or, you know, we're past really caring at that point. Let's see who's next. Negative. Positive. Positive. Negative. That's a sick Moon Knight skin, holy shit. But negative. Neutral. Positive. 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 It was consistent at least. All in all, not a bad roster win rate wise. Definitely some stragglers though. As we wait for this next round to start, let's take a peek at their opponents. Rank wise, Assumption definitely on the advantage. But what about win rate wise? Not a big sample size, but pretty positive off of that one win rate. Definitely seems like a Jeff one trick. Surprised not to see any Jeff gameplay out of this guy. You know, based on their match rate history, feels like Jeff would have been a shoe-in pick for them. But alas. They did ban it instead of opting to give it to us. But, you know. A lot of Deadpool gameplay. And he just came out too, so. Interesting choice. Oh wait, yeah, there's other seasons constantly. Yeah. Nah, there's really not enough gameplay there. But, you know what? We'll be right back as we await for this game to start. And we're back. See how both teams adapt. Seems one adaptation is going to be to now ban out Assumption's Hawkeye. They were not a big fan of that. All right. Oh, like the bad one? Alright. Yeah, so this time we've saved Jeff, so we can actually assign that to our players.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
And we're just about to load in here as we confirm out our hero selections.
Before you attack, get ready. I know all of your songs. It's always an honor to meet a fan. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Anyways, we are live. Assumption setting up to defend this. It's a big pick, but we got a pick on to. I actually forget that character's name, but I remember its name. The ultimate's cringe. It's not your standard DPS circle damage ultimate. But anyway, a pick is a pick here. Venoms dives in, gets CC a little bit, getting just really just kind of killed here. But the shielding is big, and he's gonna be able to essentially survive this. But he's actually gonna fall after a barrage of damage coming out here. Assumption using this to push further, finds another pick. Ultimate's up for pretty much the whole team here. Immediately uses that Scarlet or that Emma Frost ultimate, and huge ultimate from Jeff. Just gonna suicide with all 4 of those guys. Get a nice 5-piece for Assumption. Absolute pivotal in delaying their push here. big snow ultimate, and we're also going to be witnessing here a Hela ultimate, but this one's countered completely by a heads-up play of the Doctor Strange from Paul Smith. Big ultimate out of Magneto there. He's going to find one onto the Hela, but that's about it there. Cyberman is set to lose this fight potentially, but a big Cloak and Dagger ultimate defensively here. Damage going out. Big damage. Jeff's going to fall. That's one of these substance healers there, so they're going to be the hard press to lose some of this damage output now. They are pumping out. Frost looking low. She's going to fall. He tries to get out with the Raven form, but he's also going to drop. Assumption left to push out of this area because they're not able to hold this anymore, but to the death. Eddie Parker is just stalling out for time here. But they just probably need to regroup and just give this point. If they held on for 30 more seconds, that would have been huge. But it looks like they're going to try to contest this still. With a Doctor Strange switch, but he's going to fall there too. No ultimates up for Assumption. They're not really able to use anything here other than just like their bodies to stall for time. Assumption really wants to force this to 0 seconds. I think they'll be hard pressed to do so. But only 2:30 on the clock. We wasted a lot of time there. Ultimate's out for Gold Tanks. Thor's gonna use his. But they're all gonna swallowed up by the Jeff on Paul Smith. He's gonna spit out only the Loki for the kill. Still have Doctor Strange ultimate up. Stop using that though. But he got cancelled or blocked. Not anyone was really affected by that. They're trying to use ultimate damage, but that Doctor Strange is just kind of on her. Oh, crap. No ultimate used. Father Loki, stall for more time. Only a minute left on this push from Paul Smith. But they're over halfway to the zone. A lot of pivotal ultimates just used by Assumption here. Loki's close to falling, gets sniped up by the Phoenix. But Doctor Strange is going to fall on the pick of his own onto the other Doctor Strange. Uses shield to stall for as much time as he can. Jeff the Landshark's pretty aggressively pushed up here though. He's going to get a pick with it. Doctor Strange is going to fall. Assumption 20 seconds left, but unsure if they're going to be able to hold this point as it's inches away from that, from them getting more time. This Jeff did a great job of both wasting time and healing, but he is going to fall. Assumption is on this point, inches to go, but they're all falling, and it looks like another minute 30 on the clock for Paul Smith here. And so I'm just not able to, lock in. But they are doing a good job of wasting this time. We'll see if Paul Smith is able to respond enough to not. Okay. I mean, already over halfway. Push forward. Ultimate's out for the Thor, and not pretty conscious at the bridge though. Wargo finds one. Ultimate off of the Punisher finds two, but he's gonna fall in response. So we have stopped this push temporarily, but 30 seconds are still left on the clock, and only 2 ultimates up for Assumption. Paul Smith portals back in. Ultimate out for Emma Frost here. Jeff Ultimate picks up 2 off Assumption. It will throw them to the wolves right there. And they're gonna be able to stop them, as they only get 61 meters in their progression there. Pretty good stop from Assumption. Bro, can this thing stop? Please, I'm begging you, please stop.
Before you attack, get ready.
It's so strange to be back.
Assumption now on the attack. They do not have to cap. They just have to reach about halfway through that second checkpoint to get this point.
I hear you haven't been lonely with a certain gala attendee. Let's just say I've been keeping him warm.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? They say that music brings the world together. But right now, I think we need superheroes for that.
Ooh, a touch of cooling.
Our adversaries gather.
I like the cold.
And Assumption is in this as they try and progress forward. Just to get to a point where they can freely assault. But 2 picks from Paul Smith in quick succession. And Assumption's gonna have to try and back out and regroup. They're unable to push through this current today. Turret out for the Punisher. Gonna lay down some suppressing fire, but he's gonna pop it. He's gonna pop it immediately. So he just gets blown up. And once more, Assumption's just getting blown up here.
This is gonna hurt. Powering up. I'll get you next time. That one hurts. Time for some fireworks.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Assumption finds one, finds a second one off the back of a Punisher ultimate. And that's 2 more picks for Assumption as they're able to cleanly wipe out the team here. And we'll see if they can finish this cap off in this push right here. It'd be very nice for them if they can just immediately push off this. Yep, they have a full 1.5-minute lead over Paul Smith at this point.
Destination.
We'll see if they're going to be able to keep this lead as they progress, though.
See them?
As Paul Smith did not have much trouble pushing through this first half. ultimate out from Penny Parker. It looks like he's getting repeatedly CC'd or something. Just gets blown up trying to get into that back line. And they're going to be pushed off at this point as they're going to need to regroup here. Switch characters too. Magneto going to get picked up. Orbital Stampede is going to get quickly picked off. Gambit is also going to get picked for his trouble. Ultimate out for Cloak and Dagger, and they're going to use it, trying to clear a path through this. But there's going to be a counter ultimate from the Doctor Strange, doing good work on stopping Assumption's advance here. Oh, bro. Alright, well, they're all dead. We missed how that fight turned out. But I'm assuming it just involved Assumption dying. They need ultimate up, but he's gonna whiff. Unable to find that pick on the Star-Lord. Not enough hit scan for Assumption here as they're unable to take him out. Squirrel gets another pick. Assumption's push really stalling out here, dude. They're unable to progress past this halfway point. Come across some pivotal miss DPS there's gonna cost for the kill on the Gambit. Look at our ultimate out again. See if someone can make use of this to push. They have a pick still. Come across ultimate going out, but just squarely blocked by Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange proving very, very annoying adversary in this game so far for Assumption. They need to pick up on this one on the Doctor Strange. That'd be a huge pick for them, and they're gonna get it as they push this forward. Overtime taking down. It's the last probably big fight if Assumption is able to knock. Oh, but there's not enough of a resistance from Paul Smith here. As Assumption is going to be able to just kind of walk this one in. Ultimate in. Squirrel is going to jump forward though, and he finds the pick. Just long range shooting this. And Assumption's going to get the 0.03 meters they need, and they're going to eke out a victory here. That's 2-0 for Assumption so far. And we're going to be right back as we await this new round. And we're back.
top-notch team to win this one. Before you attack, get ready. I'm counting on you, friends.
Is that a low-level psychic bond I'm picking up on?
Yeah, I'm connected to the spider that helps me pilot this armor.
How curious. An arachnid's thoughts must be quite jarring to a human.
I've gotten used to them. They don't bother me anymore. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm Hellfire's royalty.
Powering up. Better stop that vehicle. Mine's in place. Sometimes. Or a dagger.
First pick on a Gambit on this escort map. 3:31 so far on the clock. Sent with the Loki clone.
Snowball fights.
Snaps Loki clone. A lot of things for the first subject to have to hit this map. They have the Moon Knight, Loki. A lot of things that they have to deal with here. But Assumption is big ultimate from Cloak and Dagger here, potentially. I'll just stall this push at some more. Frost is lasering down people.
I suppose that helps.
There's still a chance to stop
What is
them.
this? Trying to get the Gambit there. He's unable to get it though. Well, hella ultimate in the air. Trying to AoE this, but is unable to find the picks needed. Big 3-piece onto Assumption from the Moon Knight there. It's getting eviscerated. Pulse, we're making good progress. 3:30 on the clock, halfway done.
Better stop that vehicle! They've made it halfway! Stop them! Watch out! All smashed! Oh, ready.
I was fine, but thank you.
2 more picks there, and they're going to stop the push here, and they're able to find everything they need as they tend. And they're going to move to regroup now that they've made their picks.
You know what to do, spiders? You stop them in their tracks.
How's gonna get picked? Assumption. Still on this point, pushing it backwards.
There's still a chance to stop them.
How gets a pick? They're gonna wrap up this and freeze down this Venom. And they're not gonna be able to actually pin him down health bar wise. He's gonna get out.
Only 60 seconds left. Destroy it. Admit it. You need me.
50 seconds left. Assumption's done a good job at stopping them on this second point here. Gets the stun. Gets the pick on the Venom. Assumption up 2 players right now with 27 seconds on the clock. Ultimate's out, finds 1, finds 3. And only 5 seconds on the clock here. Luma ultimate on the point. Gonna have to push Assumption off of it, except for the fact that we have crazy support ultimates in this game, and they don't actually have to move at all. Overtime ticking down as Assumption maintains control here. Hela finds another pick onto the Spider-Man, and that's gonna be enough to tick down the time. And Assumption has to move 130 meters. And we'll see if they're up to the task.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Get ready.
Oh.
Luna Snow. I know all of your songs. It's always an honor to
Oh,
meet
it's gonna
them.
actually.
Dad loved to play them on the oldies station for me. Wow.
Anyway, Assumption forward here. As we wait for them to get let out of their cage.
Battle starts in 5,
Talking same comp as last time. It'll move here.
1.
Subbing in that. Or except for, you know. Goes in. Then we're trying to pick off these Loki clones, try and reduce some of that utility value he has.
We made this is gonna hurt.
2 picks from Assumption.
A nice deep freeze.
A quick push here. As it looks like they're making good headway on this first cap. That Snow's gonna get picked. So I'm just gonna have to back out a little bit, but so regroup with their tanks. A little bit staggered there because of the Hela, so now they're just gonna have to wait this out.
Strong together. A nice deep
Global ultimate out. On Assumption is not able to really. Oh, Jesus! That guy. That actually was a crazy damage output. Two ultimates out for Assumption. Penny Parker and Token Dagger running towards them. Picks up 2 kills. Snow ultimate also in play. Assumption really just unable to die right now. Pops the Hela ultimate in the chaos, but Restraint is aware, but is not able to adapt to it. It looks like Assumption is able to use that Hela to great advantage. Pushes forwards with their picks.
vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. Healing. Why would I need healing? I'm counting on you, Ben. Need some help. It's spider time!
Assumption now has that 3:30 timer. They need to get pretty far, but they still have a lot of time in their hands. Ultimate out, the Moon Knight finds a pick, but Moon Knight's going to prevent moving from one of his own.
A nice deep freeze. It's okay. You need me. Would you drop something? I was worried.
The moon haunts you.
2 picks for Assumption, but Paul Smith is going to fire back with 2 of their own. Both tanks down for Paul Smith, though, so this could be a potential opportunity for Assumption to make some of this.
Your powers are mine.
Spider time!
Leave them to crush you.
Don't throw like a girl. I don't have to be center stage. Fire mode! I don't have to be center stage. I'm taking care of it. Be your best self.
Making good progress, only a minute 20 left.
By the eye of
Let's go, Marvel Rival, Assumption Esports. Shout out Dan and Manny in the chat, dude. What's good, Jits?
Only 60 seconds left.
Anyways, back to the game that I'm casting. That I'm locked in on.
I was worried. You belong to me!
finds 2 more picks. Inches away from the end here. 2 high value ultimates up in the Snow and the Phoenix. So this should be very pushable for them. The ultimate goes out. So find 2 more picks. So ultimate lands, finds an additional 2 more. That's 4 picks. That's the wipe, and that's the push, and that's the game. A quick 3-0 for Assumption. That's definitely what they wanted to see here, that's for sure. And that'll be a 3-0 victory. And I will be right back as I go attempt to acquire someone for an interview. Pulse Smith's going to fire back with 2 of their own. Both tanks down for Pulse Smith though, so this could be a potential opportunity for Assumption looking at this. Rival, Assumption Esports. Shout out Dan and Manny in the chat, dude. What's good, Jits? Anyways, back to the game that I'm casting. That I'm locked in on. Finds 2 more picks. Inches away from the end here. 2 high value ultimates up in the Snow and the Phoenix. So this should be very pushable for them. The ultimate goes out. Find 2 more picks. Sort of lands, finds an additional 2 more. That's 4 picks. That's the wipe, and that's the push, and that's the game. A quick 3-0 for Assumption. That's definitely what they wanted to see here, that's for sure. Victory. And I will be right back as I go attempt to acquire someone for an interview. Yeah, here, wait, let me turn that. And we're here with our post-game interview. Can you scoot into frame
Yep,
for me,
yep.
Frankie? And make sure you look at the nice camera.
Hi,
you're talking.
guys.
So, Frankie, you won.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
pretty good, pretty good. Last week's match, we did kind of struggle a little bit. It was our first match.
Pretty much the closest you can
Yeah.
get to winning
Yeah,
while
yeah.
still losing.
Yeah.
Game 5,
Oh,
overtime.
yeah, definitely.
Like, really just,
Yeah.
came so close.
Yeah. And then we just had really good practices this weekend. Well, sorry, last weekend, and kind of got our comp situated and figure out who's good at what. And we did do some role switching, but in the end, we did really well. And today was the result of that.
Solid, solid. Do you feel like your first loss was kind of like a wake-up call? You're like, hey, let's lock in a little bit?
Not a little bit, yeah. I mean, it was our first match together as a team. We had practices, but we didn't really play together that often. But last week we were all together. We played and we locked in. Great times.
Now, if you were to pick a player, from your team who contributed the least, who would you pick? Who would you pick?
Marvel Rivals is a team-based game, so I can't
Sure. Team-based.
I can't really say.
But who contributed the least to the team overall? You could just point.
Honestly, I can't really say. Our stats are like spread very evenly.
What about if I were to just pick a player and then you just like nod your head? What about right, that one?
yeah, buddy.
But you guys feel pretty happy about this win, though.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna win again next week.
Well, we'll try to. No promises, but we will try to.
All right. Well, thank you, Frankie, for your time.
Mhm.
We'll see you guys again on Wednesday, next Monday for a Smash game, followed by Wednesday for another Marvel Rivals game. And Frankie, can we get a Hound yet?
Yeah, Hound, yeah.